Al, Jay just gave you all an A+ as far as putting last year behind you, really focusing on this opportunity. How much has his messaging really helped you guys advance that?
Yeah, I think it's super easy for a lot of teams, just dealing with guys from 18 to 23, 24, whatever, to be caught up in last year and really focus on that. And the main message from day one was that's behind us, and this is the 2024 baseball team. And nothing we did last year has anything to do with this year. It's not giving us a 2-game head start or 2-0 in the first inning. So it has nothing to do with that. And this team has a chance to put our name in the books.
Does it help that so many of those pieces also moved on from last year?
I don't think it would have mattered. All those guys that had the opportunity to move on and did move on, I think they'd be saying the same thing I'm saying.
You feel 100% since the World Series injury, and how is that recovery for you?
Yes, sir, I do, and it was good. It was a process. I was kind of stumped coming back home. Like in the moment, it wasn't so bad, but when you got home and realized your leg was broken, it wasn't the best. But yeah, a lot of laying on the couch and just giving my leg time to heal. And our staff here at LSU, our medical staff, did an awesome job of having every resource available, and a lot of time and effort went into that. And even though the cast came off, it didn't stop there. You got to get mobility back into your ligaments, into your ankles. So it was a little bit of a process, but I would say about 2 months into the fall, I was back. So I've been feeling great.
Have you seen any differences between working with Coach Yeski compared to working with Coach Wes Johnson last year?
Just like anybody, no coach is the same. So, but a lot of qualities that might make a pitching coach great, I'd say both of them have it, and that being they're both huge on the mental game, and they're both of them are also great at having that player-to-coach relationship. I think that's huge, and having somebody you can go to and trust, and also somebody that's willing to talk to you not only about baseball but life and how to handle things on and off the field. So I'd say both of them did a great job in that, and both of them kind of preach the same message, in attacking the zone. But yeah, they're both great coaches, and glad to have Coach Yeski on the staff. It's been a huge improvement.
You caught Thatcher last year. You catch him again this year. Just what have you seen development-wise from him on the mound, and why he's ready for this Friday night role he's going to be getting here?
Yeah, Thatcher is he's the ultimate competitor, man. He loves baseball, and he loves pitching, and he loves to win. Which give me those three things, and that's a guy you want on the mound for you. And he worked his butt off over the summer and off season, putting on muscle, adding some weight, getting in the weight room and eating. And you could see it on the field. Velo ticked up a notch, but at the end of the day, the thing that makes Thatcher Hurd so great on the mound is his competitiveness. And I know he wants to win, and I think, when you got a guy like that on the mound, the whole team can kind of feel it. It can just spread throughout your team, even going into offense with a guy that's going to work quick, pound the zone, and has that intensity on the mound, which is awesome for us.
What about the addition of Luke Holman, and what is he going to bring to the staff?
Yeah, Luke's been awesome, man. He came right in and fit right in on this team, and fit right in on this pitching staff. He's everything you would want in a pitcher. Super calm on the mound, super laid back, but he's going to fill up the strike zone, and he's going to mix with some pitches. So it's been awesome having him part of this team, and I've really enjoyed catching him and getting to know him. And so yeah, I'm looking forward to great things out of Luke.
Are you looking forward to how the three of you catching, how this will pan out? And at such a grueling position, does it help that three guys to kind of
course,
spread
yeah.
it out? Yeah.
Yeah, at any position, it helps when you got depth and you can plug in one guy to the next. you know, at any point in time during the season, you're always one play or one pitch away from an injury. So having that depth, and then also, you know, we can match up guys against certain pitchers and whatnot. So definitely benefits us.
Have you seen any progress from Gavin Guidry so far this year? I think you said he was working on his fastball.
Yeah, Guidry's one of those guys that's also super competitive. He's a guy you want when the game's on the line. I really like when he came out the bullpen. Kind of just feel everybody's energy pick up, man. And he pitched in a lot of big situations for us last year. Really stepped into a role of his own, and I think he closed out. I don't know what it was, like every game to win something at the end of the year, but yeah, he's super competitive, and it seems like when the brights are the lightest, that's when he's doing his best.
Pitchers have a unique perspective on the team. Typically, what would you say this year's strength of this year's team?
Yeah, I would say for this year we have incredible depth. You know, from the pitching side of things to the defensive side of things, which, you know, gives you multiple ways to win a ball game, whether it be on the mound, a defensive game, or swinging the bat, stealing bases, kind of almost like a Swiss Army knife, you know. So gives you a lot of options at multiple positions, and really how you want to approach the game. So I would say that, and then our ability just to go out there and attack.
Coach kind of said in the fall that it was kind of a depth in terms of just the pitchers overhauling on the hitters and the offense. They just kind of controlled the fall from that perspective. But he said since they all came back in the spring, the offense has leveled the playing field, and you know, we all think this is going to be a pretty deep pitching staff. Just offensively, how do you think you guys have progressed over the last couple of weeks and kind of heading into the regular season?
Yeah, I would say the pitching staff were definitely dominating early on, which you know, I've been in college for a while, and that it was kind of always a trend. Like early on, guys haven't seen, you know, live pitching, and pitchers did dominate, which hat tip to them. They worked their butt off, but I know a lot of guys went home after the fall, and they worked their butt off on a lot of things, and I'm super proud of this freshman class, man. They came back completely different ball players, and you know, something I'm big on is you can be super attached to your process, but you can't really be super attached to the results of what you do. And that's exactly what this offensive, you know, us as hitters did. And yeah, I mean, anytime you can make it tough on those guys, that's just going to help them. If they can make it tough on us, that can help us. And just like iron sharpens iron, that saying. So anytime we can make it tough on them, or they can make it tough on us, that just prepares us for what's to come.
How does Coach McMillan add into the coaching staff, particularly with like recovery and balancing that with strength?
Yeah, he's been awesome, man. You know, he's done a great job of down there in the weight room. He's always available, and he's never going to turn a guy away for extra work. And you know, I've watched him take certain guys, you know, guys that might be stealing bases. They're down there working on steal jumps and how to get, you know, maybe just a half a second off their steal breaks. And I know for me, he's got an individual program for almost each guy. He works his butt off on doing that and how guys might move and how guys might not move. So hat tip to him, man. He's been an awesome addition to our staff, and he's been an incredible resource for every player.
You made a lot of improvements offensively last year, contributing. What do you feel like is the next step? Are you looking forward to improving even more at the plate?
You can always improve in this game, man. Like, you look at the great hitters, and they're always working on something. They're always trying to find that next edge or that next step to take. And you know, for me, it's whatever my team's asking me to do at the time. You know, whether it's a bunt or what, it doesn't matter to me. But everything's geared towards winning, and if, you know, I've been trying to take the next step offensively, you know, just to kind of help win. That's what it's all about here.
How much you and Hayden do a lot together? How much do you guys talk about that style of leadership together, kind of sharing the same message and voice to the rest of the guys?
Yeah, me and Hayden have we've got a pretty unique relationship. We've been here for 4 or 5 years. We're roommates as freshmen, so I mean, me and him will go out to eat probably once or twice a week, just me and him, and talking it up. And we're here. We don't really have class. We're on online school, so we're here early before everybody else. And there's a lot of downtime with me and him where we're just talking and always talking about areas where we can improve as leaders or players, and then we're always bouncing ideas off of each other. And it's been awesome that he's here, and I know he's enjoyed having me as well, where, I mean, it's not like a good cop, bad cop deal, but it's like you're just feeding off of each other. And it's been great. There's things I've helped him on, things he's helped me on. So it's been awesome to kind of be the older guys, veteran guys here that have been here a while and lead this team together.
That smoke recruiting story is pretty good.
Yeah, Coach Yeski always messes with me about how it was catching Ben McDonald.
Has it been fun doing the podcast?
Yeah, we've enjoyed it, man. We talked for a while about, in the past, we've always talked about having a player podcast, just with NILs, giving us the opportunity where, we're not trying to run a camera and film a podcast or something, but our media team does a great job with that and editing it and whatnot. We just wanted to kind of give fans an inside look to players on this team, getting to know everybody, and kind of talk about some stories that go on that people might not see every day. So we really enjoy doing it.
Who's a pitcher that we don't see coming? It's going to surprise people.
The fact that I'm sitting here having to think about it tells you that there's a good bit of like that. I feel like you can throw all those pitchers in a hat and draw one after another, and they're gonna. I think they're gonna impress a lot of people.
Good. Thank you, Alex.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Thanks, Alex.
Appreciate it.